that. And when he said that, you know who looked in it before the cops did?
Hold on, god damn it. Oh shit.
Poetic Flakko.
YG has been detained by the police, right? But interesting enough, he had a versus that he had to do with the game. Now, the versus, it kind of was delayed and shit like that, I'm assuming because of everything that kind of transpired today. So YG was detained, he was questioned and ultimately released. Now, the involvement of the unaliving of Drakeo the Ruler, people have really been speculating, saying that it was his camp that had something to do with it.
You got me now. You got me now. You got me now. You figured me out.
Allegedly. And if y'all know anything about the Once Upon a Time in LA situation, it was kind of crazy. We covered this on this podcast before, and one of the key factors was everybody had to go through metal detectors, but it was a caravan that had 21 motherfuckers in there, and they didn't have to, get patted down for anything. And they allegedly brought in a lot of them things. You feel me? Yeah. So they was just dishing them out like Skittles and shit. You feel me? So it's crazy that this is happening. And YG was recently in the news feed with some questionable lyrics. He came out with a song saying that he wasn't involved in a whole Drakeo the Ruler situation.
Okay.
Now I sound like Flakko right now, but it's crazy. It's crazy though. It's crazy that a lot of these street dudes are people that's actually giving up the sauce and leading the police directly to them. I remember when all this stuff happened, somebody that was in Drakeo camp, K7, the dude was just getting online and saying, "Oh, they bumped for doing this," and he was actually pointing fingers to the people that did it. So it's like, bro, is that? Well, I'm not even gonna ask that question. It is snitching. You know what I'm saying? Some street activity happened, and then now you wanna, play police games by saying people's name online and shit like that. That's the type of shit you're gonna have to basically get it back in blood. You feel me? So that's why, I don't think that a lot of people shouldn't be involved in that, because if you ain't willing to go the distance like that, fuck all these internet games and all that shit. Even YG was on No Jumper making statements as far as, "Hey, bro, man, we ain't doing no rap songs and dissing. I'm gonna come and get you, or the homies gonna come and get you."
That's stupid.
Even with you saying your homie's gonna come and get you, that's still implicating yourself because you're the person that's pressing that button. So, I believe.
I'm glad you said that.
On some real shit, all parties that's associated and that's included, they all have their own form of dry snitching. Even with Drakeo the Ruler, I like one of his songs, Hum Diddy Bop Bop. I fuck with that record, and then once I started listening to the lyrics, I ain't a something, but I made his hip rock and roll. YG got shot in his hip, so he's either taunting him or stating that he has something to do with it. The same way he was taunting Red Bull, he's never coming back and that's that, and all these different subliminal messages. Literally, Drakeo the Ruler, I fucked with his music, but he was really playing with fire, bro.
He ain't lying.
And that he painted a fucking big ass target on his back. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like the shit is crazy with everything that's been said on the internet, to where I don't want to hear none of these street people talk about, the street business, y'all don't need to be in it. Well, don't bring it to the internet. Because once y'all bring it to the internet, it's fair game for any and everybody to pick apart whatever's that's going on.
And don't bring it up in a song. Don't make songs that are detailed specifically about that crime. Don't do that.
Correct.
Moved to Inglewood. I was 19, young. Was the Inglewoods. Because I'm a blood. But I just say I went Inglewood because he had beef with them. Y'all sound dumb. He had beef with a whole nother rapper, but that's a story for another day, a whole nother chapter.
You
He
got
had beef
it.
with a whole nother rapper. Like, bro, like, what part of the game is that?
That's called dry snitching. You know what that is? Shit.
Yeah.
It's plain and simple.
That's cold-blooded.
Hey, this remind me of a motherfucker trying to empty their cup while they driving and shit and throw it outside the car. And the shit splashing them right in the face.
Yeah.
Boy, if you don't
Same thing, yeah. It is that. It is.
Basically, Sadie Nash said, hey, all this other stuff is reason why they're looking at YG. Munchie B, whatever he said, that's not, it has nothing to, it has no type of legs to it. Like, it don't really matter, like what he said. Like, and I think that's false. That
Shit, yeah.
gave
Hell
some
yeah.
type of lead to saying, like,
Yeah.
hey, well, all right, what's this about? Even if it's not 100% incriminating, it definitely raised some ears of concern.
Okay.
Of like, all right,
Okay.
Like,
Now,
what?
since you're saying that, okay, since you're saying that, he said that. And when he said that, you know who looked in it before the cops did?
Hold on, god damn it. Oh shit.
Poetic Flakko.
I'm about to say Flakko.
Yeah. He looked into it before the cops did. And when he looked into it, he got to investigating and he started getting all these other details. And then he found out who he possibly allegedly think who the real killer is, who is very close to Munchie B. And Munchie B saying that I pop bottles with him all the time. You pass the bottles to a whoop-de-wop, whoop-de-woo over here. You know what I'm saying? And he said the real name. Damn. And they gonna be like, the police is like, yo, let's. And what? And for real, yo. I'm thinking though, yeah. As long as this is taken, like you would think, would it go to the feds? It sounds like a setup, and they letting them linger and keep talking about the situation. And as smart as Munchie B is, he ain't gonna say no more after this, but he probably was drunk that night
Of course.
and said, and then start feeling that because I don't know who somebody was probably in the room. There was probably some Crips in the room on the platform, the Clubhouse platform, and you know they was probably on some shit. And he like, you know, hold on, trying to, you know, control the conversation and all that, and then said something crazy. It was kind of disrespectful in the way he said it too.
Of course.
The way he led off. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, man, that didn't sound right. You know, that didn't sound right the way he led off with it. You know what I mean? And then you just end it with that. Okay. That's why they probably come up to No Jumper like, hey, where's this guy Munchie B at?
Hey man, so you gonna tell me 94.6 of y'all are not subscribed?
What are y'all doing? Hit that subscribe button and put notifications on all.
Now let's get to the video.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commenting, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Are you a fan of my brand and want to show your support? Well, I got some awesome merch for you to check out today. I got everything from stylish t-shirts featuring my logo to cozy hoodies that are perfect for those chilly nights. And don't forget about the signature hats and mugs. Whether you heading out to a concert, running errands, or just hanging out with friends, my merch is the perfect way to show your love for the brand. And the best part, I got some exclusive deals and discounts going on right now. So what you waiting for? Head over to the store, grab your favorite item before they gone.
Yo, you now rocking with classic music. Now what I want you to do is hit that like, subscribe, and comment on this video. Yeah, let's get it.